Good day and welcome to today's webinar, Google Classroom Update for Teachers. My name is Damiola Justina and I'm the lead consultant and technical trainer at Luada Tech Limited, a Google for Education partner. In today's webinar, we'll be looking at welcome and overview. We've done that, personalized and differentiated learning, integration and connectivity, top requested features. So without wasting much of our time, we hit the ground running and look at the first agenda, which is personalized. And without wasting much of time, we are going to move on after looking at the agenda into today's objective. So today's objective include, by the end of this webinar, we will have achieved these learning goals. Participants will understand and apply new Google Classroom features to enhance personalized learning and student engagement, including using read along, student groups, practice sets, AI-generated questions for YouTube videos, and integration with top favorite EdTech tools. Objective 2, participants will learn how to use the new SIS, that is Student Information System enhancement, and grading tools to streamline grade measurement as well as improve communication with guidance, enabling more efficient classroom management and stronger family connection. Personalized learning. Yes, under personalized learning, we look at how to use read along to build independent reading skills for students in Google Classroom. Educators will be able to help students build their independent reading skills by enabling teachers to assign differentiated reading activities based on students' lesson measures, lesson measure, grade level, or phonics skills. Let's take a look at this short video for us to see how it look like.
Fill soaks the
To get reading help, tap the word checks.
the shed
Read this out loud. Shed.
best is on
Not there.
there.
Well done, you got that.
Best are
Where?
you? Where are you?
Nice.
So that's how the read along activities is in Google Classroom. Please let us know that this feature is available only on Teaching and Learning Upgrade and Education Plus of Google Classroom. So educators will assign different reading activities based on phonics skills, lesson level, or grade level. Help every student develop their independent reading skills by assigning books based on their reading level or phonics skills. Let's also see this video demonstration on how to go about that. So this is a short video that has notes and that shows demonstration of how teacher can assign these reading activities to students in Google Classroom. So how do you create an assignment? For many of us that we have been using Classroom, you go straight to your Classroom, you create an assignment, and in the attached menu under the assignment, you will find read along. Click on the read along to search through the stories you would like to add to the assignment. So once you are there, once you are here, you will have the opportunity to filter to be able to find a story using menus on the left side. You choose either the target level or the target level measure or target grade level to filter out your story. So these are the target level measures based on maybe 100 level, 100 to 200. Then you are to do it based on their year in school. This for early years tutors, maybe year one, year two. But over there, I think they use K1, K2. Here we use grade one, grade two, or basic one, basic two. So you choose and you choose and you pick on the story after filtering it out. So once you filter the story out and you select the story, this is what you're going to see. So you're going to come to this story view. So on the story you want to use from the screen, you will see the following option, which are here. This number two here, which is try student view. Then we have number one here, which is look inside. Allow you to take a look ahead into the video to see if the reading activity you have selected has a follow-up question to ask your student. So if you are willing to give this question to students and you want them to be able to answer some questions. So there are some of these read along stories that come already prepared with questions. So you should be sure you look ahead into the read along activities, reading activities, to be sure that it contains video and it's just a reading just read it without asking the question, any question for that. We also have some question in the some reading, some stories like that that does not contain any follow-up question. Then after that, you read ahead, you try it as a student. Don't forget that. Then you now attach your story to the assignment. Then you are free to now post to the classroom. So how do you look inside the book? That is the number one point there that we saw in our previous slide. The look inside features allow you to see the content of the story. If there are comprehension questions, just like I've explained earlier, then you'll be able to see this as well. So just for this an example, you can see this arrow here. This is the look ahead, then you can free to tap on this arrow and it will move forward. So it's time for demonstration. Let me take you to Google Classroom and show you how it looks like. So here I have a class already open. So this is the class. I'll be clicking on classwork. After classwork, I will click here, right here, and then I click on assignment. Now I'm in assignment. I'm going to give it a title. Maybe I call it reading activity, activity one. And here is the read along feature we are currently looking at. Then I'll tap read along. Once I tap read along, let's say my reading activity is for grade 2 and possibly Lexa level 200. Then these are the uh, options on the right hand side we spoke about. So I'm going to click on Lexa 100 level if that was what you want. But here I'm going to be going by grade. I'll click grade. Let's as I'm saying for a student in grade 2. So I click on number 2. So it brought out all the stories. Then I will click on my story. Once I click on the story, don't forget the 3 points we're asked to look at, which is try as a student will attach and look ahead. So I'll be looking ahead into this story, dance grammar, to be sure that maybe it contains any comprehension question for my student. Then I will click here, story, story, yes, it contains a question. So from here you can be able to see. So you can keep tapping to see the whole of the story for you to have an idea of how it look like. And once you are sure that this is the story you want to view, don't forget to try it as a student to view it. And once you are done, you just click attach. Once you click attach, it goes straight to your Google Classroom, ready to be assigned to your students. So basically that's how it works. So it's now your own turn to navigate to Classroom and create an assignment. Add a read along story to your assignment. Be sure to preview it as a student at first. Don't forget that I said that this read along feature is only available on Teaching and Learning Upgrade and Education Plus. You may not have it on your for those of us who join this webinar live, I'll be giving you an account, a demo account for you to try to use it and see how the read along activities work. And for those of you that will be replaying this video later, if you really want to try this feature for yourself to see, you are free to comment on this video. Demo accounts, just do demo account. Then I will message you with username and a login detail that you can use to access these read along activities in Google Classroom. So having said that, after the short break, finish demonstrating your own and then trying it out, we move to the next slide. So also know that English language learners will be able to get support in Spanish or in Spanish for certain stories, help students to build their vocabulary and get help in the selected language to deepen their comprehension. We shouldn't forget that this is currently available for Spanish speakers. So let's just take a look at this short video to see how it works. So you can say that the steps are basically the same, just that this story provide the English story for an equivalent in an equivalent language, which is Spanish. So if your school actually do all this international language, Spanish, you can use it. Hope with time you can get other languages on board, maybe like French, like Japanese. I'm sure the Google for Education team are working on that. So this read along tool also help educators to view accuracy, comprehension, speed and progress insight at the student and class level. So you are going to be able to get important insights about your student progress, including their accuracy, their speed and comprehension. This short video also shows a demonstration of how it looks like when you assign it to your students and they have turned in their answer. So when you click on class insights, you can be able to see the class insight for all these different categories for comprehension, yet for accuracy, then for speed. You can also be able to do this one based on individual student. When you click a student, you can be able to see the average, the overall progress, I mean, of the student, what they are doing, how many words they are doing, how many what they are doing per minute. So the next thing we'll be looking at is practice set. The practice set, these results allow you to leverage content that you already have in a new way that gives students guidance and feedback in real time. And actually, that is what practice set does in Google Classroom. So benefit of practice set is save time. Easily transform your own teaching content into interactive assignment. These are content you have. It could be on Google Form, it could be on Google Doc, or on Microsoft Word, or a PDF file. In short, I'll be telling us how to do it. So you can easily transform and repurpose your old content and give it to your students in a new way. Yes. So the next one is that it makes grading easier. Get automated insight to student learning to provide quicker feedback and to cut down on manual grading time. We all know as educators, we spend a lot of time grading and giving feedback to students. With practice set, educators will be able to save much more time for themselves to do other things. Then it also comes with built-in hints. Google Adaptive Learning Technology save you time by automatically adding built-in hints, allowing students to get the help they need right when they need it. Yes, this feature actually make practice set fantastic. So the student experience. What does the student, we've said everything about the teacher and the gain and the benefit for educators. So students get real-time feedback as they complete practice set. So they know whether they are on the right track. Unlike what is available from their student will have to finish the whole question before they can be able to see whatever question they have done or they have done right. With practice set, at every point in time, at point of every question, the student is able to see what they have done, whether it is correct or it is wrong, giving them real-time feedback without the teacher being there. Yes. When again is when they are suggesting to solve a problem, they can get it through visual explainer and video, through YouTube video. Practice set provide a supportive environment by enabling multiple tries And when a student gets an answer correct, practice sets celebrate their success with fun, animation, and confetti. So you're going to see it very soon. So that is this another interesting feature in Google Classroom for practice set. So how do we assign this practice set? Assigning your practice set bank. From Google Classroom, you click on the three lines, then click resources in order to get your practice set bank. So there is a resource tab in Google Classroom now, as you can see by this arrow. Yes, as you can see by this arrow. And these three horizontal lines will provide you access into the resource bank. That means where you have you created a lot of practice sets to use in your classroom. So filtering for practice set. By default, when you see practice sets, when you go to your resource tab, all you see is practice set and video activity all together in the resource bank. So you can filter for practice sets only by using the drop down menu and choosing practice sets, just like what is demonstrated here in the resource bank. You can see my resources. We have new practice sets, and then we also have new video activity. So if what you want to see is just practice, don't forget by default that the video activity comes first in the resource bank. So you can come here, click on resource type, just choose practice, then all your practice will come up and be able to see the one you want to assign to your students. Then how do we create this practice set? From the resource bank you can click practice set and click new practice set. It's going to automatically give you a page where you can work on a completely blank new practice set. The next one is you can create question. Now after you get your practice set, you have the interface, you can click new question, just like what we see here. To type your question, you're going to choose a question type from the drop down menu. So there are different question types. We have single select, multiple select, short answer, and paragraph. You are going to be able to add one or multiple correct answers and then the student will be able to select the correct answer in a single select or multiple select questions. So practice set also come with allow you to set up auto grading. So multiple select and single select question, choose the correct response when you are setting or adding the multiple select and single select option, so that automatically it grades the students when they are trying it out or when they are attempting the question. So the other one, we have short answer question. When adding a short answer question, type one or more acceptable answer in the answer area. And just let me tell you, unlike what we have in Google Classroom, if you are trying short answer in Google Classroom, is case sensitive. If you type July in capital letter and your student tries to supply the answer in lowercase letter, it's going to mark them wrong. For practice set, it takes equivalent of every answer being typed in. So that case is being of student typing either in lowercase or uppercase letter, system marking them like in Google form is no longer it won't be uh it's not here, it's not available here. I mean the problem have been solved, yes. So use the built-in math keyboard. You can be able to use the built-in math keyboard to click the sigma symbol to insert math operation. Over the years, a lot of math educators have complained about their inability to be able to bring some mathematical symbols into Google Classroom. But with practice set, they can actually uh, get it done. Type an equation or click the keyboard icon to open this math keyboard. Then you click on the symbol and open its option, and then you begin to explore and use. This is basically for educators. So delete or duplicate a question. When you're adding similar question to practice set, you can save time by duplicating and then modifying an existing question. You click the three dot menu in the upper right of any question, select duplicate. This is also where you can delete your question. Something here is where I pointed to here is what I'm currently referring to is at this point. So the next one is structure your question. Change the order of your question. As you add more questions to practice set, you may decide to change the order of the question. It is possible. Then you can be able to add new question or text box anywhere in your practice set. click the plus sign to insert a new question or text anywhere in the practice set. You can use this feature to create section headers and instruction, or add words of encouragement to your students as they move along in the practice set question. So instead of you having a practice set question of up to 60 questions, all lining up after the other, you can start to break them text with images, with word of encouragement, and into different sections. When they finish one part, maybe a part of 5 or 10 questions, they experience this short break, either with a short image or a text encouragement before they move to the next one. So how do we create a practice set using Google Form and add images to question? Practice set is adding image support so that teachers can now add images to problem like graph, diagram, or other visual, in case of maybe chemistry, physics, or technical drawing teacher, or for some elementary teachers that need to bring in shapes into their Google Classroom. They can use practice set to do this. And please don't forget that this practice set is available on Teaching and Learning Upgrade and Education Plus. Like I said, that if you are looking to experience this feature and you don't currently have the account, for those of us that were in this webinar, just go to spreadsheet that I've shared earlier. Make sure you write your name and your role and pick an account so that nobody else pick the account that you are currently using. And in your educational institution, if you are not using any of these uh, edition of Google Workspace for Education and you want to try it out, don't forget that I asked you to click to drop a comment, demo account. Then we're going to send you a message with an account, an email, a user account, a username, and a password for you to try this feature. So important question. Click on the import button in order to import question from Google Form or PDF located in your Google Drive. You can import question and answer from Google Form. You can import images from PDF as part of question or text box. I've also demonstrated to a lot of educators and I'll be showing us here how we can use or repurpose our previous question. You don't have to type them if they're not in Google Form. You can actually change them to PDF and be able to bring them to a practice set, and your student will have an attempt on them. So for us to do this, we'll be clicking on this import here to have access to import from Google Form and also from PDF to get some images. So importing question from PDF, you are going to click on the import button like I told us. Select a PDF from your Google Drive. When the drive open, draw boxes around individual question. Please note, you can't draw question on many questions. It has to be one question at a time or one image at a time that you want to add to practice set. When done choosing question, click import question. In the upper right, the selected question will be added to your practice set. Yes. So importing question from Google Form, this is also possible. Note, if adding question from a Google Form quiz with correct answers selected, the system will automatically import the correct answer on the practice set. So for a lot of us that we have our question already on Google Form, we can actually import this question along with their correct answers or options into practice set. Please note that practice set does not support any form of multiple grid question or multiple checkbox question. You can only use it for short answer, single select, and multiple select, and maybe paragraph. And please note that the paragraph option will not give you this auto grading feature. It will allow you a manual review to see what the student are actually putting in as their answer to the question you have to apply. But for you to use this auto grading, you must bring in your question with answer, or to every question you set, you must put an answer to it. So it's time for demonstration. Let us go to Google Classroom and see how we can get it done. So here I'm Google Classroom. What I've shown us, there are three. You can see the first one, the resource tab. When you click on here, it's going to take you to this what we call the resource bank, which comprises of video activities and practice sets. And by default, you can see the video activities are coming first. So if I need to see my practice set, just come to all resources here, click on it and click practice set. Then you see your practice set coming up. This is one way. And if you don't have any practice set, maybe you are just starting, you can just click here, click new, and you're going to get a new practice set to work with. Now I'm opening my practice set. Though I don't have any question here, like I've said that don't forget, please always give your practice set a name. If not, you are going to have, over time when you start using it, you will have a lot of untitled practice set all together, and it might be difficult for you as an educator to navigate or to be opening for each one to see what you are using. So it's a good thing for you to name your practice set when you create them. So again, I also spoke to us about short answer, the different question format that is available in practice set. We have short answer, you can see it's auto grading. Paragraph is not auto. Single select is auto grading. Multiple select is auto grading. So if you are looking to save time from assessing and giving feedback to your students, so you leverage on these three options without paragraph, except if the specific question you are giving to your student, you need to use the graph. And look at these settings here. Like I said that this is setting for practice set, and I tell you that it ignores capitalization, unlike what we have in Google form, and it also allows equivalent answer for like mathematics. Student can write 0.5 to mark it wrong. That's like can write 1, 2 to see mark it wrong. So you should be sure that you check this answer for math educator to be able to take equivalent answer. Now for others, in case of capitalization, uppercase and lowercase letter, know by that by default, this option ignore capitalization is set on. Except specifically your question does not support that, then you may be free to check them and then see. So this is a practice that I'll be moving up from here to show us some questions that have been done already. So that's how you create a practice set. So let's go and explore the other option, which is from inside a classroom. So here I'll be hitting on classroom. I'll go to space. So inside space, I'll click on classwork. In my classwork now, I'll click create. Then I'll create an assignment for me to add it. So under my assignment, you can see practice set. So I'll click on this practice set. It's going to take me to the practice set bank. Here I can be able to see the different practice set I have. So here I'll be clicking on this one that we edited just a while. I didn't have any question. So I'll be trying the importing feature from here so that we can see it. Sorry, that appear too big. So first, so here I'll be clicking on import. A moment, please. Okay, then I'm back now. So here I'll be clicking on title project. I'm going to edit this one that I've done before. So I click on edit on title practice. So don't forget I asked us to rename it. So I'll just call it then I'll be trying the import feature that so we're getting new question. If you want to type, you can say the import. The import question will give us option either to import from Google form or to import from Google Drive. To import from Google form is very simple. Just select the question you want to import and you click on import. Along below, you need to bring all the questions inside. So you can see 6 questions were imported. So that is it. So I'm going to try the second one, which has to do with importing from a PDF, maybe a question or an image. Basically, I'll be doing for a question. So you follow the same process if you want to do for an image or a symbol or other shapes. Just make sure that you put them in PDF. There's a lot of online tool that can help you convert your already resources, maybe in Microsoft Word doc to PDF, and even make Google Doc to print to PDF. I'll be clicking on this PDF question, click on import. On my import page now, the PDF going to come up. You can see, select each problem that you want to support, that you want to import. So what I will do is I will highlight this is the question question 1. Don't forget I said I will do it separately. So go down again and select the next one, question 2. So I didn't read very well this. So click on question 2. So move on, click on question 3. So this is it. After selecting 3 questions, you can see 3 questions selected. You can select as many questions as possible as you want it. Then I'll click import question. So lo and behold, you can see my question, PDF question. So how will the student mark this one? How will you set it up for students? So what you have to do is that you make sure that you put it in short answer. You don't put it in maybe single select or multiple select, because the option have been copied along with it. Then I move down, then I provide my answer. If my answer is C or Google Drive, I could put C for children that want to type in C. Then comma, I also go down, then I type if the answer is Google Drive, then I select Google Drive. So irrespective of the way they typed it, it's going to take the answer. And once I'm done, I just click done editing. Like I always said, don't forget to try as a student. So once you try as a student, you can share with other educators in your school to allow other teachers to have access to that same question. Maybe where you teach or you do vertical teaching in your school. This is possible to copy the other things. And once I'm done, I will just click attach to classroom. So for extra help, you can decide to make use of this to add extra help. You add extra resources, hints or YouTube video to guide the student to continue learning. Maybe when they didn't get the concept or they've tried multiple attempts, they didn't get, so they can be able to seek help. Even you as a teacher without being there, this is possible. And don't also forget that I told us that we can add text to break up a long question, either to put them under different section heading, or to add words of encouragement, or to put a title on our question. Yes, that is it about how to leverage practice sets. So it's now your turn to do your own. So I'll be giving us 10 minutes break for us to perform this exercise. I'll try to create a practice set of your own. Try the auto grading, the single select, the multiple select, the short answer. Also import Google Form questions that you already set before. Be sure that the grades are imported along with it. And also import images, import questions from PDF and see how it looks like. Don't forget that I told us that if you are watching this video later and you want access to this account, comment demo account, then we can be able to send you an account that you can use to try these features all out. So the next task we'll be looking at is interactive video activities. Add interactive questions to help students check their understanding as they watch YouTube video. A lot of educators over the time has said that when students watch a video, that is a passive form of learning. For educators, researchers have gathered around to make video lesson more active, unlike the student just teaching to watching, and that is what has been brought to Google Classroom. With YouTube question video activities, you can be able to bring in some YouTube question in some YouTube video into Google Classroom, and with the help of AI will be able to generate some questions based on some science video. Please know that this video is only available for YouTube science video. So and it's available the same for teaching and learning upgrade and education plus. So let's say when you type the video, you click on you select the video you want to try, then you suggest, then the AI feature will now suggest questions to you that you can be able to think. This also is a good interactive feature, allowing educators to save time. So how do we add these interactive video activities to an assignment in classroom? The same way we have been clicking on assignment for practice set and read along activities, the same way we'll be doing. So when you create an assignment in classroom, look down in the attached box to YouTube. From here, you'll be able to attach interactive video activities from your library. So let's see how we do that. So you're going to create interactive video activities faster with AI suggested questions. Support active learning. So we're switching watching video for students from passive to active learning, and continue to motivate, engage and empower your student with interactive video activities in YouTube. We generated AI suggested question for educators to attach to YouTube video, cutting down the time it takes to create interactive video activities for your students. Just like what you see on the demonstration page, automatically the question is generated. You select it, and boom, it comes to your video. You're ready to give it to your students, and they start their learning video activity. Then you can also differentiate your instruction with student group. Yes, Google Classroom now allow you to put maybe a class of 15 or 20. You can put a number of students together, maybe 3 to 5, and be able to create based on the activity you want to assign to them in Google Classroom. So student group make it easier for an educator to quickly define student group, then assign differentiated content to each group of students. So you having the same type of learner in your house. We don't always have the same type of learner in our class. We have some people fast learner. We have some people that are not too fast when it comes to learning. So we can use this group in Google Classroom to group them together and allow them to learn at their own pace without one student delay the other student, or one student being too the teacher being too fast to be able to meet the need of those exceptional students we might have in our class. So with Google Classroom, no student is left unattended to with this new uh, grouping features that allow for differentiated learning. So like I said, it is available for teaching and learning upgrade and for education plus. Integration and connectivity. So before I move to integration and connectivity, let me quickly demonstrate interactive video question for us in Google Classroom. So I'm still using the same class that we're using before. So at this point, I'll be exiting practice set to add video question. So the same way you click assignments, then here you click YouTube. So once I click YouTube, I'm going to type in the question, the kind of video I want. So the kind of research video I want is photosynthesis, and I'll click search. So you need to bring a number of video. We could see 6 minutes. You can be able to reduce the number of minutes video you're looking at. I mean, you filter it out. So you can come here and select duration. Let's say duration less than 5 minutes. Or if it's any duration you want, you can say any duration. So for me, I'll put it in any duration. I don't mind. I'll just use any one. So this one is about 7 to 5 minutes. Or if I'm trying to use it, I can put it into 5 to 10 minutes. So it's going to remove every video that does not meet that criteria. Then I select this one. Once I select this question, you can see already said 6 suggested questions that is giving me. Then I will click add question. So if I click on add question, I can be able to add any of these suggested questions to this video to help students gauge their understanding. And look at the way the system have done it automatically without you bring on with the help of AI. You can see start the video at almost 1 minute. A multiple choice question is there. At 1 minute 47 seconds, another question. 3:43 up to the last one where we have the last question. Then finish. So when students watch this video, they're going to have all these questions to try as a student. So this has helped me to save time, I mean, as an educator. Once all the questions are added, and if you need to add more questions, you just click on add button, then apply. And don't forget, I always tell you that you try it out as a student. When you try it out as a student, let's see how it looks. You can see it's giving the question, the video to the student with question. So I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to watch up to the first one, and I'll put it up to the
I've
first.
daydreamed before that they need, specifically
So the first
glucose.
question is at
You need glucose
0.56.
too, but you get it from what you eat. Plants, however, get to
Let's
making
see.
them indispensable in food.
You can see the question will come up. So before the student will continue watching this video, they will need to attempt this question. Once they pick their answer, then they can be able to move on. Then continue to be sure that for all other questions, once you are done, you click attach. If you are ready, click on edit. Once I attach, I will see it in classroom. This activity uses suggested question. Ensure you have reviewed each question before attaching it and assigning the activity. Why do we say this? Just to be sure that it's aligned with your learning objective or your learning goal for that particular student of it. Then I click attach. So once I'm done attaching, I'm ready to post the video to Google Classroom. Give it every necessary instruction and you click on the assign button. So back to the rest of our video. So the next one is integration and connectivity. So for integration and connectivity, we have classroom add-on that will enable us to create engaging, seamless and personalized learning. Experience with classroom add-on, many of favorite apps are available as classroom add-on. All those edtech we normally use, they are available as classroom add-on, and we can integrate them directly into Google Classroom. So it's available to take note, teaching and learning upgrade and education plus. What are the advantages of add-on in Google Classroom? Using Google Classroom add-on make life easier for students and teachers by enabling single sign-in with Google, preventing memorization of multiple passwords and navigation to multiple sites, keeping everything within Classroom. Students complete the assignments in the external app without leaving Google Classroom, cutting down the amount of time that students will have to navigate back to this other edtech party app while they attend to all the activities within the Google Classroom, making the students to remain focused by attempting all these assignments on the third party side. Let's look at this short video.
Google Classroom Add-ons is a new feature that allows you to bring your favorite content, activities, and lessons from top edtech tools right inside Classroom. Once your admin sets up an add-on, you, the teacher, can find it and get logged in with just a few clicks. Add-ons use a single sign-on from Google, so you and your students can sign into Classroom and your add-ons with the same secure login, removing the need to remember multiple passwords. And no more navigating to different websites to access classwork. Everything stays right within Classroom. To access content from your add-ons, open a new assignment in Classroom and select the add-on you want to use. Add-ons are custom built, so depending on the tool you're using, you'll be able to do things like browse, search, filter, and preview the content you want to use, then assign it to your students. Students are directed to complete the assignment, all without leaving Classroom. Some add-ons automatically grade assignments and upload grades to Classroom, saving you time, as well as providing detailed visibility into student performance. Learn, organize, collaborate, create with Classroom.
Yes, that's the video about add-on in Google Classroom with all the advantages.
Google Classroom Add-ons is a new feature that
So there are different ways to use classroom add-on, and Google have introduced a lot of add-on, many of them Nearpod, Edpuzzle, Kami, Screencastify, quizzes. So you need to check with what you want to use in your school to be sure about which of these apps you will be bringing or be using in Google Classroom. So the different ways to use classroom add-on, you can attach add-on as an assignment, quiz assignment, question or material. You can attach add-on to an announcement, install a new add-on on yourself. You can create an add-on on attachment with third-party integrations. So adding an add-on, Google Arts and Culture. This is an add-on that is available for all schools to use. So for us to do it, you open a new assignment, announcement, quiz assignment, question or material depending on what you prefer. So you go to add on a menu. Explore add-on to find Google Arts and Culture. click on it if it is already installed and add artworks, stories or games from leading museum, art galleries and other cultural institution. Don't forget that all these add-ons that they are third party, if you need to choose them, most of them are paid version, but like this Google Art of Culture, I think is free. It's actually free, you can use it. So once you click on this add-on button there, then it bring on all the add-on that your administrator have already installed into your domain. Please note before in an educational institution, before you can use all these add-on, administrator need to first install it and make it as part of allow list app that you can use in your educational environment before you can find it and be able to use it on the add-on in Google Classroom. So it's time for demonstration. So let's see. I've demonstrated I've demonstrated I've demonstrated for video activities. I think I also talk about using groups to differentiate work and assignment for students for that differentiated learning with groups. So here, if I have students here, I can be able to create group. You can see student. So you can assign different students to each group. And I can set to post a particular video activity to a group of students, another one to another group of students, depending on their learning goal and what I want them to achieve or what we are striving to get with the student. So that's all about differentiating assignments with in Google Classroom. So the next one now is add-on. So just the same, we have been using an assignment. So for this add-on now, I'll go and click on question. So I'll click create, click on question. Don't forget you can use assignment with assignment question for any of these. But if you want to do read along, practice set, YouTube video based activity, please you are clicking on assignment. So you can see these are the add-on already here. Then I'll be clicking on Google Art and Culture. So reading, stories, artwork, students to interact with. So what do I want to see? Is it places? Is it stories? Based on what you want, you can be able to select and attach. I can click on art movement or historical events, old. So it bring on all assets about World War One. You can even make it story. There are about 37 story about. So you can click on it. And once you are done, so that you watch it or you attach it to your student. There are menu options for you to see what we have more from Google Ads and Gallery. When you're done, you click attach. Then it goes to your student. Then you can post the question to your student and add them. Yeah. So once I'm done attaching, I'll just click on ask student. I think the story is not loading. It might be due to it. So then just click on student. So back to our slide, that's about add-on. So don't forget that we have other add-ons that you may want to explore for yourself, for your school, based on what we have talked about in the past. So your turn now, you're going to navigate to Google Classroom, create an assignment or announcement, add and explore an add-on that look interesting. It could be Art and Gallery, Google Art and Gallery. It could be other one you have been using in your school. So now with this now take us to the top requested features in Google Classroom. So which is keeping guardian informed about sharing their student classwork page. So schools with Education Plus now can be able to share classwork page of Google Classroom with guidance with parents. Guardian image summary will now enable guardian to preview their student classwork page, including assigned work and attachments provided by the teacher. Note that the guardian or parent will not be able to see other student work or even their child work or their grades, but just provide them into what they are saying beyond the due date and deadline that guardian normally receive for customers on education fundamental. So you can send email with this specific link page and share it with your guidance. So the next one is more flexibility and control with grading. We have seen missing states is available for all edition, work grading, all edition, student view by grading period, all edition. So these are what are available that we can use. But when we talk about more flexibility with grading, we have grade period, we have grading scale, and this feature are particularly available for teaching and learning of grade, but other ones listed here are what we can make use of when we have this other version of Google Workspace for education in our educational institution. So missing states. So a lot of educators has asked and Google for education team have heard and they have done something. So missing state allow teachers to decide how a missing assignment could be calculated in the gradebook. Missing assignment can be auto-scored as 0, manually marked as missing, manually marked as incomplete, as complete, auto draft a score when the assignment is marked missing, auto draft a score when it is marked due date. So depending on what allowing teachers to move ahead with their work. Look at what the teachers have said, I've had to put 0 in for the missing assignment. And then when they finally turn in their assignment, I have to try to catch it and change the grade to what they earn. If it is missing, it should automatically be a 0 until we put a grade for the student. So you understand? So that was what they attended to. And this picture is available on all the edition of for education, Google Workspace for education, education fundamental, education standard, teaching and learning upgrade, and education plus. So manually mark an assignment as missing. Just from the video demonstration here, you can see based on the score, the scale that have been set in the auto grading feature that we'll be looking at in the grading scale. Is it very good? I think they use proficiency this view. So you can use custom, you can use alphabet in alphabetic based on what is being used in your school. And you can be able to mark based on missing, based on auto grading. Let's see how we say that. Manually mark as an okay, you've seen this. So turn off missing auto score. You can turn off missing auto score feature the first time here from your Google Classroom. It's going to take us there to see how it's get done. Then you can be able to automatically grade missing assignment. So when the assignment is missing or complete, you can be able to give them a score 0, 1, depending on what it is being employed at your institution. Then under the grading periods, please note that this grading period is for customers with education plus licenses. Grading period applies to assignment based on their due date. Yes, and this date might have been added in the admin console by the administrator. This is what I am saying, that you can set grading period like in Nigeria education system that we operate 3 terms per section, whereby we have first term, second term, and third term. So you can do your grading period so that all the assignments and grade teachers are given between a particular grading period, let's say first term, will be there and you can be able to visualize it. You can also see this one and drag grade for missing assignment. That was one I talked about, and it's available on all edition of Google Workspace demonstration. So let us go and set it up. Here, I'm going to move out of here completely and I will go to my class settings. So here is my class. I'll click on class. Look at the gear icon here. I'll click on this. My gear icon is not showing. Let me see how I get it done. Yeah. So you can see this gear icon here. So I'll be clicking on it. Sorry, that's not what I clicked on. Yes. So this is it. I will just move down. Then to grading, you can see the grading period I spoke about. You can see the grading scale based on maybe custom grade, proficiency, or letter grades A1, A2, or alphabet. Then we have the default grading for missing assignment. it's available on all edition. Then you can be able to draft your game maybe 0 or 0.1, so that you can differentiate those who actually score 0 and those people who do not put in, uh, who do not submit their assignment. Maybe it's missing, put this grade here. This other grade calculation has been here for you. So basically, that is how to set it. And once you are done, you click on save. You save it. And yes, for the grading period now, I spoke about, if your admin did not set it up from the back end, individual can be able to set it up. Like one of the questions we get during the webinar, the question educator have asked in the past is that, can they use different grading scale in their in their school? Maybe people of people and Nigerian curriculum. Yes, it is possible. Just I will not be able to set it up from the admin console. Individual teachers will have to set up this grade by themselves in their Google Classroom. So how do we do this? This is my grading period. I will add grading period. So this grading period, now let me call it first term. First term. Sorry. First term 2024/2025. I think the start date of the first term, let's say we started first term September 9. Then I click OK. Then the end date will be by, let's say, December 20th. I click OK. This is the first grading period. Then I can add the second grading period. Name it as second term 2024/2025. Then I give it a date, sometimes in January in 2025, maybe January 6th, the start of new academic calendar of term. Then I give it a closing time, possibly maybe like March 28th. Then you can set your third term, and once you are done setting, just come here and click save. So automatically you get the grading scale each time you are setting your work in Google Classroom. Classwork, let me do this one to see the grading period. So you can see grading period, first term 2025. I'm trying to change it to second term. If you have third term, you are going to see it. So that's how we get it done. Then you ask your question. So this has brought us to the end of the webinar. Thank everybody for coming. Please, for those of us that ask questions, put your question in the comment box, in the in-chat message, and we are going to answer them. And for those of you that have follow-up question after watching the replay of this webinar, you can put your question in the comment section, and we are going to be answering your question from there. You can send us an email, WhatsApp message. You can be able to take in all your inquiries and get it done. So we wrap it up. Please don't forget that this webinar is brought to you by Google for Education. It's brought to you by Google for Education with Luada Tech. We appreciate your inputs. We appreciate your inputs. Kindly scan this code currently showing on this video to drop in your comment. To drop in your review. To drop in your review. Please know that our review, this is a sensitive feedback. It's a time-based feedback rather. Please turn on your review as soon as you are watching this video. And when you are turning on your customer review, it gets to a point where they'll be asking you which professional development partner do you work with. Please don't forget to click on Luada Tech. We are the one that is we're actually the one that brought this video your way. Thank you for watching. Do feel free to share it with other educators that might need to watch the replay, your school community, people in other school. We'll be ready to take up your question. And don't forget, if you need a demo account, comment demo in the comment section, and we'll be there to give you access for the demo account. So thank you everybody for making it up to this point, since the beginning of this webinar. Say thank you and have a great day. Bye.